Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing your daily Walking Dead video for today. In this one, we're going to start with giving our thoughts on an apparent formula that is for 2 character deaths per finale, whether or not I think they're going to keep this going, and of course answering more of your guys' Q&A questions. And first, before we get into it, I'll put the link in the description so you guys can check it out. It is for a variant cover for The Walking Dead issue 163, which has Rick dressed up as Negan, including the Lucille baseball bat. So that's very cool. It's a variant cover for Conquered, which is the cover that we saw, the zombie hands reaching up, and Rick and the others in Alexandria. And I guess it's for the Image 25th year anniversary. So it's a really cool variant cover. Always enjoy the variant covers, and this one is no exception, that's for sure. Pretty funny. Cool. So that's a pretty fun cover. We'll see what happens in the future with Lucille, if we can see another one or something. So either way, check it out. It's pretty fun. It's a cool cover with Rick as Negan, so to speak. It's Regan. I don't know. So I thought we should do a Q&A today because yesterday we did the top 10 list, and I got some other things coming up for you guys this week. Pretty cool stuff. Going to do my death predictions for the second half of The Walking Dead Season 7. So keep your eyes peeled for that in the next couple days. That'll be done when it's done, and I'll post it once it's ready for you guys. So top 10 video, even just to say from yesterday for the top 10 worst episodes of The Walking Dead ever. Most of the worst episodes of The Walking Dead are actually very good compared to most television series. I mean, compared to most episodic procedural crime dramas and things like that, most of the episodes of The Walking Dead are still really good. So you have to take that into consideration when you're seeing the top 10 worst episodes. A lot of people were like, this episode wasn't bad, that episode wasn't bad, but they don't post any ones that they think are worse because a lot of The Walking Dead episodes are really, really good. But one that I'm seeing a lot of people mention is Swear. A lot of people are like, Trev, you should have put Swear on this list. I don't care. I didn't put it on the worst top 10 episodes list because I felt like it had some cool things in it. It had the bridge sequence, and you had Heath go missing, and you had Tara, who has never really had too much time in the show, so she got a little bit more of a spotlight, and it brought in the Oceanside, so I felt like it was good for the potential for All Out War, and maybe for the future, because that community will be important. So, I don't know, but everyone's got their own taste of what they like or don't like. So Chugga Chris 3 says, hey, Trev, for the finale, do you think they will kill 2 more characters off to follow the pattern of 2 in the premiere and 2 in the mid-season finale, then possibly 2 in the finale? So, of course, this hasn't held before this season, but he's actually right for Season 7. If you look at it, we had 2 main character deaths in the premiere, and then 2, I want to say Spencer and Olivia, probably be like C-level characters, maybe B- type characters, something like that. C+, I suppose, type of characters. And we did get to see 2 and 2. But, that's probably not going to continue. I do think it's because, as I said in the desensitized video, viewers getting desensitized to character deaths in The Walking Dead. I think it is true that they have to do more to get the same kind of reaction out of fans that they probably got earlier on in the series when we saw them kill Shane, and we saw them kill Lori, and we saw them kill Andrea, and characters like this. They have to kill more now than they used to, I think, because we're just more used to it. We know it's The Walking Dead. We know characters are going to be killed, and they have to kill even more than they used to get the same kind of response. Or they could kill like a really high A-list character like Daryl. I'm sure if they killed Daryl, even now, that would still shock the hell out of a lot of people, right? So a lot of people, they countered that by saying, well, yeah, but, Spencer, nobody really liked him and that kind of thing. So you're right. You're right about that. It was set up pretty nicely so that we didn't really like him even in death. So it wasn't that tragic of a death or anything. Olivia actually was kind of, if you think about it, because she's always really nice and everything. She never really hurt anybody, did she? No. So yeah. But no, I don't think they'll continue that, but we'll do the death predictions video probably tomorrow or the next day when I get it done for you, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on who I think are going to be killed off. Not spoilers. I'm totally out of that game right now. I'm not looking at anything. I haven't seen anything this half, and I'm going to try to stay out of it. I'll probably be able to until the premiere date, because we've only got like a month, and that's not too bad of a wait to see. But yeah, I can't wait to see the second half. It's going to be great. Cygarniczka says, Trev, what was the most exciting battle sequence in The Walking Dead for you? For me, it was the blitzkrieg style assault on Woodberry in Made to Suffer episode 8 of season 3. And for Cygarniczka, there was a lot of really cool battles in season 3, and that was really exciting, I do have to admit. Later on, even the season 3 finale was really exciting. It was kind of a letdown because it didn't end kind of in the way I would have wanted it to. We didn't see the survivors kill hardly any of the attacking Woodberry, troops, so to speak, except for Carl kills one, and then Herschel kind of shames him for it. And it's like, they attacked you with, like, rocket launchers and shit, Herschel. Like, why would you feel bad about you killing them? They're trying to kill you. You know what I mean? The governor is going to annihilate all of you. He wants to torture Michonne, do things to her and stuff. So, anyway. But yeah, there have been a lot of really exciting battle sequences in The Walking Dead. You guys can write your comments below on which one for you was the absolute most exciting in terms of a battle. I think for me, it was No Way Out, even though that's, people, survivors versus zombies, and not really people on people. But I'd have to go with No Way Out for me. But aside from that, you're right that the Governor and Season 3 had some really good stuff back and forth in the fighting there with the battles. There's just been so many, it's hard to even say. And the Tyrese-Rick fight was actually pretty good too, considering, all things considered. And 18 Miles Out with Shane and Rick, that was also a really great fight. So there's been all kinds, man, of really cool action fights and battles and things like that throughout the series. Ninja Penguin says, Trev, what was your favorite season of The Walking Dead? It's still season 6 right now. It was for a while season 3, and then it was season 5, and now it's season 6. I just love a lot of the stuff they did in season 6. It was just like, for a zombie fan, it was just incredible to see that many zombies. And it really adds to the series. I think a season like that really ups the ante because it does... You have like more zombies than even in most zombie apocalypse movies. And man, it was just so exciting. And No Way Out was so incredible. So right now for me, that's season 6 still. A lot of people like season 5. And some season 3, some season 4, some season 2, some season 1. Everybody's got their own favorites. We had one from Mr. Blue, who linked an article to comicbook.com, and it says, AMC stock takes significant hit as The Walking Dead ratings decline. And AMCX is the ticker for their stock, and he wanted me to give my thoughts. It's pretty hard to say that all of AMC Network's stock went down by 30% in a year just because The Walking Dead ratings declined. Because also, they've got so many different shows, and it's still such a highly rated show. It's still one of the biggest on cable, not being on one of your regular stations like CBS or NBC or something. It's still a behemoth in terms of ratings. So whatever. I mean, stocks go up and down all the time, right? Most people, like, if you're going to invest, personally, would I buy AMC stock? No, I buy index funds, but that's me. That way you don't have to worry about individual, companies going up and down and stuff like that. So, a lot of it's about confidence and that kind of stuff. I don't think we're seeing the beginning of the end for The Walking Dead. Let's just put it that way. I think it's kind of doom and gloom thinking. And no, I'm sure the network is still doing just fine. I'm sure they're making a lot of profit off The Walking Dead, even if the ratings are down a little bit. I'm sure it's not a worry. Krista Garden says, even the worst episodes of The Walking Dead are good. And that's right, exactly. Even the top 10 worst ones, even the top worst ones, I think they're still watchable. They're not terrible, and a lot of them, people point out that I rated a lot of them pretty good. And you're right, because the way I rate episodes is 6.5 is average. And, you have, so that like a university or college, 6.5 is average for most of them anyway, at least in Canada, this is the way we do it. Below 5 is a fail, okay? Above 8 is like an A, is like, you did really good. And then if you want to do like A+, then you can go over 9. It's like an awesome episode that gives you everything you wanted and a little bit more would be like an A+, so to speak. So, it depends on expectations, where you're at and everything for each episode. And for me, I review lots of different shows. So when I watch The Walking Dead, I'm usually very engaged in it. So I usually give pretty good scores for Walking Dead compared to some, or like Game of Thrones. Almost every episode of Game of Thrones I give really good ratings to, But if I review a show like, Under the Dome, or even Better Call Saul, we've been doing some stuff on that recently, or Z Nation, or all kinds of different stuff, Mr. Robot, whatever. It's not always the case, and there are some weaker episodes of Walking Dead too. Like the top few I mentioned there, like Slabtown, Still, some of the others there are pretty damn weak, I think, honestly. There's some pretty weak episodes. They're not even good for other shows, I think, some of them. But most of them are pretty good. Colton Muratori says, hey, Trev, I saw a video that proved Lucille could not block a bullet. So do you think that maybe Eugene purposely made the bullet wrong so it wouldn't kill Negan? It's a nice call out. I haven't seen any videos like that personally. But just to think about it, this is a question, can a baseball bat stop a bullet? No, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I don't think so. But that's real world logic in terms of like what we're looking at with the TV show. You got to remember it's TV show logic, so whatever serves the plot. It was funny that it happened. I'm glad they did it that way because then you have Negan who gets all upset that Lucille shot and stuff. So it was funny. It was worth it. But again, this is a not exactly a 100% real reality, and it doesn't take itself 100% realistically either. So it's a TV show. You got to remember that when Dawn kills Beth, for example, the angle of the shot is totally wrong. It's totally wrong. And that's something that we pointed out in season 5 in the reviews and stuff. A lot of people mentioned is like the angle of that shot is totally off. And then the director, that was Ernest Dickerson's episode, and that was the last episode he he directed the show. Maybe he got so pissed off, everybody was like, "Oh, this episode sucks." I don't know, but there's obviously mistakes in the show, and it's TV show logic. Some people have pointed out the cars that they have were not released at the time the zombie apocalypse started, so there's stuff like this, but it's TV show logic. In real life, the bullet would probably go through the bat. Yeah, even if it's probably a crappy bullet or something, most likely. So, but Lucille has superpowers. She saved Negan, right? It's Lucille. So, what do you expect? What are we to expect from the magic bat, so to speak, the Excalibur, Lucille? Joe Stuckey says, and he's been here for like freaking 4 years, haven't you, Joe? I think so. Hey, Trev, Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope you had a great holiday this year. I did, man. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. I had a question for your Q&A. Judging by episode 9 photo that AMC released with Rick in Gregory's office, do you think we will see the moment from the comics where Rick punches Gregory, which we never saw in the TV series? I have a feeling if they were going to do that, they would have done it in the premiere, but I still hope to see it as it's a great moment, and I generally dislike Gregory. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for the content. Keep up the awesome work, dude. I would love to see Rick just beat the crap out of Gregory. Like have like him being there and Gregory like disrespect Maggie in front of Rick, and Rick just put the gun down and be like, just start pounding on him or something. Punch him over the desk. That'd be great. Like have Gregory come around the desk. Now there's something for you there. That would be perfect. So Gregory come around the desk, kind of hit on Maggie a bit. Rick walks up and punches him, and Gregory goes over the desk. Perfect. In grade school, once I punched a kid over a desk. It was fun. He hit me with a Sunny D bottle, so I decked him. I got a pretty good right hook. I decked him over a desk. It was funny. That's like wrestling. Something in wrestling, right? Like you put a desk in there, and it's more fun to see someone topple over it. Tyler Johnson says, "Hey, Trev Q&A. What do you think put AMC on the radar? Breaking Bad or The Walking Dead? Breaking Bad was an awesome show, and a lot of people watched it, but The Walking Dead has had a lot more fame and is more liked. I would love to hear your opinion. Love the videos. Keep up the good work." So thanks, Tyler. It's Tyler Johnson. So what put AMC more on the radar? Made AMC what AMC is now and made their stock go up like crazy and all that stuff? At least I think their stock's went up by quite a bit. I didn't look into it that much. But for the previous question, that's a really good one because Breaking Bad had its own deal. Like I reviewed the last 2 seasons of Breaking Bad, or was it 3? Like 2 or 3, when they were being released. And the buzz around that show was huge, man. Even on the internet, it was pretty crazy. So I would say The Walking Dead has put AMC more on the map, but Breaking Bad has contributed to it as well too. It's kind of like Stranger Things on Netflix or Daredevil on Netflix, where they produce a show like that, and it's like, oh shit, we have to start taking this seriously. And then like Daredevil would be your Breaking Bad, and then you have Stranger Things, which is like your Walking Dead, and it's like, oh shit, this network's actually got some really good stuff. So, it's both of them contribute to the growth of AMC, I think, and where AMC's at now. But I think The Walking Dead, more so than Breaking Bad. But Breaking Bad was one of the first kind of really premier shows, I think, that was on AMC that was really, really great. Before that, most of those types of shows were on like HBO, and you had to pay for it and that kind of stuff. And AMC, since then, I think Fear is another one too that it hasn't really helped AMC grow that much. But I think it's a good prospect for the future and for them making their own unique Walking Dead content aside from the comic books, so kind of outliving the comic books. And I think AMC is ready for that, and it's a good deal. It's a good thing. Stingy says, hey, Trev, have you been losing weight? And the answer for Stingy is yes. I'm actually down. I'm down to about 180 right now. Sometimes I get up to around 200, 190, 195. Now I'm at 180. So it's pretty good. As long as I'm pretty strong, I feel kind of good. If I lose too much weight, like if I get down to 175 or something, I start feeling pretty weak and stuff like that. So it depends. But yeah, right now I'm a little bit down, but it'll probably come back, especially if I start lifting a little heavy. I put on weight fast, start gaining weight quick. Andy Guadalupe says, after Daryl, this will be the last one for this one. After Daryl escaped the sanctuary in the mid-season finale, do you think Daryl will be a different person after being abused by Negan, Dwight, and the Saviors, and might take out his anger on whoever comes across his path in the second half of the season? Would love to hear your thoughts. And we can kind of see that in the ground and pound, where he's ground and pounding one of the guys. Don't know who it is. You can't really tell who it is from the Rise Up promo. But yeah, Daryl's going to be like an animal this half, I think, because of course I did a whole video on that too as well. He's going to lose his humanity a bit. That kind of torture and pain and everything after you come out of that, you're not going to be too happy. You're not going to be feeling too good. And you're going to be looking for somebody to displace your anger onto. Absolutely. So that'll be it for today's. Keep your heads up, guys, for the death predictions coming up in the next couple. As always, it's Trev. If you guys like the videos, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite. If you're new, subscribe at the bottom, click the bell, ring the bell for notifications to turn them on for the channel. That's it for this one, guys. See you again soon. As always, it's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.